Welcome to Soccer As We Like It, the Man United Direction channel for United and football fans, the biggest and best fan channel in the United States. Today we are talking about Man United nil, Wolves one. Wolves completing a double over us today, joining an elite set of teams who have done the double over United this season. Joining us today from the UK, representing the UK, is the analyst Vim. Welcome to the show.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Also representing the UK is Chief Katanga. He's a prominent member who started the show with me back 7 years ago, and he makes what you call cameo appearances every now and then. But Chris, welcome to the show, brother.
Yes, nice one, Tim. Hi, everyone.
And we welcome the lone US representative, the controversial one, Benzi. Benz, welcome on.
Hey, what's up, man?
Right, guys, Wolves won, Man United nil. United losing game number 15 in the Premier League this season at 45 points dropped this season in the Premier League. I'm not adding defeat in the FA Cup and Carabao, no, just the Premier League 15 games lost. Home after the euphoria from the monumental victory on Thursday, back to reality on Sunday. Chris, you want to take us through? Where did this? I mean, this is who we are, right? Is this who we are?
Well, it's like you said, back to reality, isn't it? I mean, what a fall from what a fall from grace on Thursday evening with all the highs, well, more highs than lows from Thursday evening. I mean, as soon as you saw the lineup, I knew that it wasn't going to be what we were looking for. It was just the whole game itself that it just lacked energy.
Right,
Like you can't really. It was hard. It's hard to get the players up from what happened on Thursday.
right, yeah, yeah.
And this was reflected on during the game, like from what we saw throughout the whole spectacle. But like the first half, I don't think Wolves had an attempt,
No, no,
maybe
no.
one. I don't remember them having an attempt. Man United might have had about two or three, but there was nothing really that happened in the game. Second half, Man United stepped up the tempo, but they weren't really, apart from the chance that was it Holland that had a chance?
Yeah, that they
Yeah,
cut the ball in front of the guy.
yeah,
He didn't get there in
yeah,
time.
yeah. I think in the group chat, I was telling Vim that I knew that he was going to mess up. And that's exactly what happened. He didn't even look up. I think he could have passed to, was it Manu? I think it was. There was somebody on the right, on his right
Yeah,
side. He
yeah, it
didn't
was
look. He
Manu.
didn't look. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was Manu. He didn't pass to. He didn't look up, and because of that, that chance just went in a split
Are you
second.
talking about the one where he
And
dribbled that guy on the left wing and
Yeah.
ran
yeah, he took on the defender from near the halfway line,
and should have
and
just
then as
passed?
soon as
Should have
that,
passed.
yeah, yeah, as soon as that happened, you knew that Man United we're gonna be that chance was gonna come back to haunt us. And of course, as you guessed it, Wolves had the only attempt in the
Only
whole game
attempt on goal.
goal. It's a
Could none
goal.
have
And
done
then
anything
after
different to that? Could have none have done anything different?
I don't think he could have, to be honest with you. It was a very precise shot. I think he would have beaten most keepers in the world, to be honest with you.
Right, right.
There's not much that he could have done. But and then
Wow.
after that, Man United brought on I think they had three subs that came on. Who was it?
That low Bruno
Bruno
Mount.
Fernandez. That yeah, Dallo and Mount. They didn't really make Bruno made a difference, but Dallo and Mount didn't really make much difference. I think
Mount missed
there was
two
a chance.
chances.
Yes, Mount. Yeah, that's true. Mount missed two chances. Started both of them like high and wide. You could tell that this is a rusty player, and I think Bruno had a chance as well. But apart from that,
Exactly my
there
point.
weren't really any clear chances that Man United created, and the game just petered out. I think Wolves were just managed to pretty much nullify them. They had a lot of bodies back there, like, just diving in, making blocks and that, and that was more or less it. You knew that after Man United conceded the first goal, I knew that was it. That was game set, match
Right.
done,
Wow.
and it's a
That's
reflection
Chris.
of the whole season, really. Like just all we're waiting for is the semi-final of the Europa League. That's all we're waiting for. All these
Right.
games are just a non-entity games. Let's just say that. Let's
Wow.
just hope that they can put well, they're gonna put they're putting all the eggs in one basket. We're just
Wow.
hoping that they can actually get to the final and win this damn thing. Because
Okay.
without Champions League football or European football next season, that's a complete disaster. Let's just say
Yep.
that.
Bemsy. Thank you. Bems, what was your take on this game so far? I mean, mm, mm,
I mean, I think we were the better team, in my opinion. We just couldn't score. Man, uh, this team needs a whole new attack, man. They need a whole new attack. Like I have no confidence that we're gonna score at all in any game. Um, yeah, man, it was I mean, it was you could see, yeah, we definitely stepped it up in the second half.
yeah.
I think I mean there was some good performance with
Ganacho was good. It was not selfish. He cut back twice
yeah.
and they missed it, both chances.
Yeah. Missed both chances. But that's United though. We've not been able to score a lot of goals this season. So I mean, if we could just score a lot more goals, I think United would have been in a better position. Um, Meaning the whole season, this season. But I mean, it still is. Yeah, Wolves. The one chance they had, they scored. And I'm not surprised. Um, and I think this is going to continue for the rest of.
So
I
you
don't even
see
know
more
where we win the
defeats.
next
You
game.
see more defeats to come.
Oh, definitely, man. Definitely.
Wow.
Definitely.
Wow.
So,
Okay. Then
mhm.
your take on this game today.
Mm. I mean, looking at the stats of the game, right? We had more possession, 60%. We had more shots, actually more shots off target, but equal amount of shots on target, more block shots, more corner kicks. Generally, our stats were better. Expected goals were 1.32. Theirs was only 0.25, but they capitalized on their chance. Whereas we just fluffed all of our shots. And that gives you a clear indication as what is going wrong with this team. Is that we're just lacking goal threats. We're lacking finishing. We're lacking confidence. We're lacking everything really, just to finish a game and put it to bed. So just overall disappointing. It was a boring first half, really
Right.
boring, and I thought it
Right.
was going to end up as a 0-0
Yeah, I
bore
thought so
draw.
too, actually.
And I think taking off Ugarte, and I don't know why he does it, but he always takes off Ugarte. I don't think Ugarte had a yellow card today. Took him off, and he's like an upgraded version of Fred. He's the
Yeah.
guy that cleans up in front of defense. When we
Hmm.
lose Ugarte, we become very vulnerable in front of defense. As soon as he comes off, they attack through that middle space where he would normally be. He's brilliant. I love Ugarte. But as soon as he came off, who made the tackle? Christian Eriksen, who's a bit leggy, drew a foul right outside the box,
Exactly.
and they scored. I don't know why Ugarte's coming off all the time. Is he trying to rest him? But he takes him off in key moments in the game, which I think we need someone like Ugarte
I
to
agree
stay
with you
there
on that,
because
Vin.
yeah, I saw it.
I
I
agree
saw
with
it
you on
before
that.
as well. Other games that Ugarte comes off, and we just look vulnerable in front of defense. He's that guy that keeps us safe, and I don't understand the reasoning for that
Right.
substitution. But it was for me that was a turning point in the game.
Right.
And obviously, yeah, Mount fluffing his chances, doesn't really play much. Garnacho being wasteful, Rasmus being, he should be in the fourth division or something. I don't know what the hell he's doing at Man United. But generally, just overall bad performance. And we also, I don't feel like we play as a team. I don't feel there's this real camaraderie in amongst our team. You see other teams, they're hugging each other, embracing each other. They talk to each other. I feel like a sense of a bad vibe between some of the players. I don't know if you sense it. Some of the players, they just don't seem to gel well with each other. I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading it wrong, but I don't think we gel that well as a
Uh,
team.
I
Some
mean,
players, some
some
players are good.
players.
You're going to get Bruno and Dallo and a few others. Bruno gets on with everyone, but others, there's a lot of friction with Garnacho and Rasmus. Garnacho's not mixing well with Dorgu. It seems they're not linking up terribly well. I don't know what's going on that right hand side. I don't know. There's just Lindelof doesn't seem to speak to anyone. Anana is just constantly fooling around. I don't know. There's something not right in our team.
Right. Based on today's performance, I think this was one of the days I saw Garnacho mature in terms of not cutting it to shoot. He kept cutting the ball back. First chance, Mount skied it. Second chance, Bruno took it to the side of the post. I thought Garnacho played as a team player today rather than him cutting and shooting. But he will ask himself, you see, you asked me to cut the ball back. These guys can't deliver the goals. You want me to cut the ball too. And yet, but the guy behind me, Erasmus, we have a serious problem. I don't think this guy, I don't know. I don't know if he's not good enough or his timing is wrong or I don't know. He makes the efforts, but there's just no end product in his play. Chris, what do you think about Erasmus? I mean, you could talk about today's game. He huffed and puffed, dribbled the guy, got there, could have crossed the ball. If you're gonna go by yourself, you're gonna make sure you dribble the guy and cut back this way so you could go on your right foot. But I don't know.
I actually thought that he would have, from last season, he would have moved on and stepped up
He
a bit
moved
more.
on. Well,
But it hasn't happened at all. The thing that frustrates me about him is he he's playing like a he's playing like an individual who's like he's in his first season as a professional.
right, right.
Like he's going around challenging these defenders, and every time he's getting bullied. Uh, and he keeps doing it time and time again. And the thing that frustrates me is why does he keep doing this time and time again? Like what's going on? Why isn't Amorim telling him to avoid doing this? What's going on behind the scenes that he keeps repeating the same mistakes time and time again? Today it was a little bit better, but it's not what you expect as a Man United striker. There were some runs that he did today, which you don't really associate with him a lot. Like especially this season, it just hasn't happened at all. It's been completely dead. What these youngsters say nowadays, it's been really really poor. But like his overall game as a striker, the
Mm,
basics he doesn't have the basics.
right.
You should be able to hold on to the ball.
Yes.
You should be able to look around and see who's near you.
Yep.
Like sound technical abilities on the ball. He
You'd
doesn't
think
even
after
have
all
that.
this time he would have been, they should practice teaching him that, or he should spend some time
Exactly.
learning it. You think with all
Yeah,
this, club like ours, all these
yeah,
coaches and all this stuff, how come he hasn't improved? It's really weird.
yeah.
Do you
It
feel
doesn't
for
make any
him?
sense.
Do you think he tries, or you think he's just
He
not good enough
tries,
overall?
he tries, but he's
He
not
does try.
improving though.
He's just limited. Like you can really see the flaws in his game because I think that Amorim, he must have some specific things he's looking for, and he's just not able to do it. And he's not helped by. Okay, don't get me wrong. Garnacho as well. We know Garnacho's a very selfish player, but if you're playing with somebody like Garnacho as well, it's not really going to improve your game because
Uh,
Garnacho this season he's really shown that he's very mature as a player and he's very, very selfish. Even though today he done a little bit better, but if you look at it throughout the whole season, he's been so consistent. And it's a reflection of the whole team in the final third. The final third is there's nothing there. There's been nothing throughout the whole season. If the final third was just like about 15 or 20% better, the Man United would have been higher up in the table.
yeah,
But
yeah, I
it's
agree.
just it's really really bad. Like, there needs to be a proper fix for it next season. They need at least three attacking players up front.
Three
They need to sign at
attacking
least three
players.
attacking players.
Wow.
Yeah.
They have to a minimum. It's got to be a minimum of three
But does
because
that
it's really really
include
bad.
Garnacho then? Does that do we
I would
keep
sell him
Garnacho or
personally for me.
sell him?
I would sell him. I would sell him. I'll get an upgrade on him
Yeah.
Right.
because
Get
he's
Me
an
too.
like
upgrade.
this season he's really really disappointing me like
Right.
with his play
The
a
thing is,
lot of
though,
the times.
I know what you're saying about Garnacho, but on that Europa League game, he was the only outlet we had. He was the only way we were
That's true.
able to get out of that
Yeah.
low block.
Yeah,
As
Yeah.
soon as
that
anyone
is
got the
true.
ball, they found Garnacho on the left, and he was legging it, and he was the only outlet
Mhm.
we had.
Yep.
If we
Yeah,
didn't have him, we would have probably not won that game.
Yeah, yeah,
And
probably so, but yeah,
yeah,
but I mean, if you upgrade on him, then you have a better player then to do that,
yeah.
right?
But then the
That's what I'm
question is,
saying.
who do we go and buy? Because I know we'll make
Mm.
a good profit on him, but I don't
Don't
know.
don't don't
I
be too confident saying when you say good profit. What is good profit?
I mean, we bought how much we buying for? 400,000 or
He
something,
came
wasn't
from
it?
academy, didn't he?
Yeah, it's from
yeah,
our
he's a
academy.
Canary
Yeah,
player. Yeah,
he's academy player.
Atletico Madrid.
So I think, I mean, we
Is his
got
value
him.
gonna be more as an academy player?
This is pure
It's
profits, of
pure
course.
profit, yeah.
It's pure profits from
Okay, exactly. So,
so
but I have a feeling United are gonna let him go just yet. I think they believe he could be worked on and turning into a superstar somewhere,
I'll tell you
somehow.
this,
Yeah.
right? I'll tell
So
you this.
we paid 420,000 for him in 2020.
Wow.
Yeah.
If we don't win the Europa League, Garnacho is gonna be gone. I can bet anything on it.
Hmm.
I can guarantee you that if we don't win
All right.
Europa League, Garnacho is gonna be gone.
Right. Bems, and Kenny, we're not betting anymore, yeah? No more bets.
Right. Let
Yeah,
me.
well, no, I'm not actually betting, but I'm pretty confident he's not gonna be here next season. I'm very confident in that. If we don't win
Anyone
the
want to
Europa
I
take
League,
kind
bet?
of
Anyone want to
I
take
agree
Benz
I
on
agree
that
with
I'm
that
bet?
very
one. That I
confident.
agree with him.
Anybody want to take Benz on that bet that Garnacho will be here next season?
Kenny, stay quiet, yeah.
Benz, I'll do a five on you.
I'm
No,
yeah, no
don't do it,
problem,
man.
no problem. We can do a fight because you probably lose. I know I won
Okay.
against Kenny.
Okay.
Kenny won't pay
I,
if he
yeah,
loses.
yeah,
Ken needs to
he doesn't
send
want to
his.
pay.
He needs to
He
send your
knows he
money through
lost.
MoneyGram.
He knows he lost. He just doesn't want to pay up. He knows
Then you
you
need
bet
to
against me.
send the bailiffs after him, mate.
I knew he's gonna. Yeah, he knows. He knows. It
Let
didn't.
me introduce him,
It didn't take. It didn't take
Mr.
what 2 weeks.
Welcome,
Only
Mr.
2 weeks. He
Fortress.
lost a bit. That
Mr.
was
Fortress
funny.
representing UK. How are you today, sir?
I'm good. I'm good. How you
Uh,
guys doing? Happy
Not too
Easter.
bad. He's just learned to complain
Happy
that
Easter, Ken.
you have failed to pay your debt. So he's saying there's MoneyGram option. You go to the local post office, send the money to him, and he'll get it in dollars. So
Yeah,
Bems,
he will. He'll get it. Don't worry. He'll get it. He'll get it.
It's
I'm
Big
being
on. It's on
serious.
to
He
dreams.
will.
you.
He will.
Right. How are you today? Happy Easter, mate.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Good. Doing well.
Right. We lost a game again at home. Game number 15 we've lost in the Premier League. Mr. Fortress, it's all gone wrong, mate, at Old Trafford. It's literally gone wrong. It's not a fortress anymore.
Yeah,
It's
season's
just
done.
it's
Our Premier League season's done.
one
Just
attempt to goal
just wrap it
they
up.
had and
Wrap
it
it
went
up.
in.
Yep. Wrap it
Your
up.
take
We're
on the
not
game.
scoring goals. Yeah, we're not. I didn't watch the game, by the way, so I just saw the highlights. We're
Right.
not scoring goals. We're not creating enough. We're just, let's just focus on the Europa League. I wouldn't advise any United fan to watch any of the remaining Premier League games
We got
because
Bournemouth next Sunday, next
it's gonna.
Saturday.
Yeah. We're not gonna win that game. That's for
Oh,
sure.
wait. They've already
No
beaten us at
chance.
home. 3-0.
Yeah, no chance. No chance. No
Bloody hell,
chance.
mate.
Then we've got after that we've
Brentford.
got
Brentford.
Brentford away. No
You're gonna
chance.
beat us.
Then we've got West Ham. We're not going to win that game because the West Ham game will be after the Europa League. So if
Oh,
we go
boy.
through, you know what happens when we go through it? We get excited and we lose, just like today.
Yeah,
We all knew we were going to lose today anyway. Every time you think, oh,
Ah.
yeah.
has United turned the corner? Could this be the turning point? Here we go, back down to square one. It always happens, time and time again. So if we manage to get through Atletico, we've got West Ham at home. We're not winning that, no chance. Yeah, and then we've got Chelsea away.
Oh, flipping
Uh,
heck, mate.
they're going for Champions League, and then Villa at home, who are going for Champions League. So the
So
next
I could see four
season's done.
defeats sitting
Put it this
there.
way: United are not winning a game again for the rest of the season.
Yeah, we're not.
Damn.
I can't see us
Guaranteed.
winning again.
Bournemouth, Brentford, Chelsea, Aston Villa, West Ham.
West Ham.
Which puts
Ouch.
United at roughly 16th or 17th position by the end of the season.
Yep.
So we've lost 15 in the EPL. We might end up hitting double figures. I mean, I hope not. I hope not.
I just hope Amarin wins the Europa League. If he doesn't, next season, can you imagine if we don't start well and we get to November? Fans are going to be calling for his head again, and we don't want that happening. He
Right.
needs to pick up somehow. I don't
But
know how
they
he's going
have
to
to
do.
support him in the summer transfer window. He
Look, the
needs
only
better
way
players.
the only way Amarim has a better season next season is if he gets players. If he
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
get players, I bet you he won't last like the whole next season. He will be gone.
mm,
And it's not fault of his own.
yeah.
It's just he's not going to get the
But they've
results
already, haven't they
in the
promised
sack.
200 million? They've promised 200 million.
Who told you that, man?
That's what the numbers they were pushing around
Joe
that
Joe
From
Joe
United.
where?
Glazer Joe
From
said he
where?
will take it from
What
his bank
source?
account, personal bank account.
Are you being serious?
What do you reckon?
200 million. Yeah.
Tim,
200 million in the transfer market
Tim,
is what?
Tim, you wanna put another fiver again?
No. We're
$200
not doing
million?
that. Look. Look. That's not happening. That's not happening. What's going to happen is
How much do we win for
we don't.
Europa League, by the way? So, just a quick one.
How
Anyone
much do
know?
we
I
win?
don't know, but
If
but
final, if
that's a
you
lot
win
of
the
money.
final
That's
of
a good
Europa League,
question.
It's
How
a lot
much
of
is the
money.
prize? You mean the prize money?
prize money for
Yeah,
winning the Europa League,
I think
yeah.
it's
How
about
much is
10
it?
mil. I think.
Is that it?
I think,
Let
yeah,
me
it's not a
chat
lot.
I'll chat GPT it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's about 10,
That's
the
15
price.
million.
Yeah, but
6
the thing
million.
is,
Six?
That's peanuts, isn't it?
That's not a
but the
lot,
thing
mate.
is,
it's
I
yeah,
the
could barely buy a
Champions
player.
League. Yeah. Price.
but the thing
Damn.
is,
So
I
Europa,
think making it to the Champions League, you get some type of funds, right? Like
hmm,
making it to the Champions League,
Oh,
then you actually
Yeah.
get access to funds that you can use for whatever you want to do at your club, though. That's the thing. The prize
uh,
money is separate from what you get by making
right,
the
right,
Champions
right.
League.
so this is what AI says.
6 million.
Six
Yeah.
6 million for
Six
getting to
million
the
euros.
final.
Hmm,
Six
Yeah.
million for getting to the final, but if you win the final, you get an additional 5 million, so 11 million.
11
Mm.
million.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't even buy a player. Literally, I mean, give or take.
yeah,
I
just
can't get anything.
yeah.
That's peanuts.
It's what you get by making it into the Champions League. It's
Champions
not
League.
by
Yeah.
winning. Yeah, it's not. It's
Yeah.
what
The
it's the money you get.
endorsements,
Yeah,
all that
Right.
stuff,
exactly.
TV money and all that stuff.
There's so much. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so much that comes into the club once you make it.
So now that we have, okay, we're now in the semifinals. We're playing Atletico Bilbao, who are fourth in La Liga. Chris, how does anyone know how good this Bilbao team are compared? Do we have a chance to get them against them over two legs?
They do. They do have a chance. I heard that the main guy,
Nico
the
Nico
Williams,
Williams.
Nico
Nico Williams
Williams,
is injured.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, he's injured. He's got a groin injury. Of
that
course, I
guy
want
will
him to
torture
play
us,
because he
bro.
won. Yeah, well, you want all the best players to play, but I don't know if he's available for the first leg. Actually, I'm not
That's
sure.
not this week, the following week.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Bilbao themselves, they're a typical Spanish team, but they like. But the thing about them is they're very well organized. They don't concede many goals. They're
uh,
Wow.
very hard to beat. Very
well,
resolute.
well,
It's going to be
that's
a
it.
hard game for Man United. The
Benz,
only
calm down.
This this is where we drop
the only
out right
thing.
here.
Hopefully not. This is our season on the line, man. They need to deliver.
They've got a good
This,
goalkeeper as well.
yeah,
Well, if we make it
he's
to
the
the
Unai
Spanish
finals,
number
Unai
one.
we'll lose.
Unai
Hold on,
Simon.
Chris,
Spanish
finish
number
up.
one.
Yeah.
Finish.
The thing with them is, with they're hard to beat in their own backyard, especially like because they're high up in the table. Like that, that tells you for a Barca team, if a Barca team is high up in the table, that's telling you they're doing extremely well. Because Barca teams in general, they're not very welcoming. They're hard to beat in their own backyard. And the fact that Bilbao are up there in the top four, remember these teams, they don't really spend much money. Most of
Yeah.
the players that they acquire are local players. And it's going to be a hard game for United. I think the thing that's going to help them is they got second leg at home. They just need to survive the first leg. Even if they come back with a one goal deficit, that should be okay. But anything more than a one goal deficit, then they're in big trouble. I'll tell
Wow.
you that. But they have
Wow.
a chance. There needs to be the right selection. Hopefully, they lick it, but
Yeah, we need
they
the
need
lit. We need the
better
Mm.
lit.
defense. But it's
Uh,
gonna be very hard. Like I'll tell you guys,
Mm.
it's gonna be
So
extremely hard.
if Nico Williams he plays on as a left-sided or right-sided player, is he which side of
Left.
the plays
Left.
left?
On the
So
left
he's gonna
side,
be good against Dalot. Oh flip. Is he
yeah,
Yeah.
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 he's gonna torture Dalot. Unless if he don't know, man. It's gonna be a
And
tough
and
game. But
and the thing
hopefully
is,
he's not
the
he's not
final,
fit.
the final is at the stadium, so they've got
Yeah,
every incentive
Oh,
to
the
win
finals in
that game.
Bilbao.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
The
shoot.
finals in the
yeah.
stadium. You can see the huge, incentive to make it through to the final.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's big time, man. Big time.
Damn.
This is
It's
where we
like
So
drop
us. It's
out.
like the final at Old Trafford, and we're
right,
playing
Exactly.
Bilbao.
right. So
We'll do
who's not
everything.
confident over two legs? Ken, are you confident over two legs United could get through?
No, no, I'm
No.
not confident. I'm just hoping that the only thing that gives me confidence is the fact that our style is more the style of football we play is more European based. So the way Amarin plays, his team's more tailored to Europe, and that's why we're unbeaten in Europe. He's got that European style. That's why Premier League teams struggle against Spanish teams, but with Amorim, we've played really well. We've done really well against Spanish teams because we play like them, and we've got better play. But we've got better players. If you look at Bilbao, the only player that you can probably point out is Nico Williams and maybe the goalkeeper. I know they've got other unsung heroes as well, but the only on the flip side, we've got too many frauds in the team. You know, if Onana doesn't do something, it's Bruno giving away the ball, or someone scoring an own goal, or Rasmus. I just don't know. We just have to just pray that football heritage. I'm hoping on football heritage more than anything. Our experience in
Wow.
Europe, the club, the name of the club will just pull us through somehow.
Okay. Vim, how confident
Mm.
are you United against Bilbao over 2 legs?
Um, if we can put up a performance like we did on Thursday, then it is possible. But I think Ruben is more comfortable with European football as opposed to Premier League football.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
he's had good success in Europe, but the only drawback is with that is that he's expecting our players to pass better and play the system better, and that's what they're struggling with. They're too slow in the build up. Our three centre backs are quite slow in getting the ball forward, and they're not getting it forward fast enough through the right channels. I was watching an analysis of the way the 3-4-3 system is played, and the wing backs are actually decoys. If you look at Sporting Lisbon, the way they build up the ball is that the decoys are the wing backs who basically take players with them. But however, the ball always goes from the centre back to midfield forward, with the centre backs then coming in at the very end and overlapping. And the problem is when we build up our play is there's a set pattern. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Onana passes to a centre back, then he goes to another centre back, and then they always go to a wing back. Ball always goes from the outer centre back to a wing back. It always happens that way. But Sporting Lisbon doesn't play that way. They would go through the midfield with the wing backs spreading the play, decoys and running forward, taking players with them. So I think this is what Ruben's getting frustrated with. He can't get them to play the Sporting Lisbon way. He can't get them to play the 3-4-3 system the perfect way to win matches. So, and it's like he's stuck. He can't get them. He can't unblock them to play great football and play at speed, play it with accuracy. So, the coaches have got a tough day, a tough few weeks to get them to really rise to that challenge. I think it's going to be a tough match. But we just don't know because there's no consistency. We don't know if they're going to play well or they're not going to play well. But this is it. There's nothing else to play for. So you've got to get into their heads and say, this is the game of the season. You've got to give it your all, as you did on Thursday. Never
right.
give up, never say die. So let's see what team
Huh?
turns
James,
up on that day.
Yep.
uh,
So I mean, like, sir, what's the question again?
are you confident United could beat Bilbao over 2 legs and qualify for the finals?
No, I'm not confident. You guys already know me. I'll be real. I'll tell you the way it is. We've seen it happen so many times. I mean, I, yes, we're better against Europe. We're better in Europe against the Spanish teams. We are better. That's for sure. Uh, um, and it's because it's less physical. You have more time on the
Yeah,
ball,
yeah,
and these players are able to play better when they have more time on the ball. Ruben Amorim said it multiple times. The issue with us in the Premier League is that we like our players is like when it comes to physicality of the game, the Premier League is very physical. You're not gonna have time on the ball, but our players they need time to think, and when you don't give them the time to think, that's when everything just crumbles, right? And
wow.
so they can't keep up with the pace. They're not physical enough. They're not is in my opinion, they're not smart enough to make the right decision quickly. uh, uh, um, we just don't have the players to play the Samarin system. We just don't have it at all. We have a lot of young players in this team too that is not helping us. We need more experience. Uh, uh, um, you've lost so many. When it comes to the attack, we've lost so many players, right? We lost
Yeah. Xerxes
Jadon
Ahmad.
Sancho. I'm just not even before that. We lost Martial. We lost Greenwood. We lost. Well, let me not add Greenwood though. Like from last season, right? Martial, Jadon Sancho, Rashford. Who do we replace him with? Like, okay, yeah, we got. Yeah, I mean,
Xerxes.
I think the only person we brought in was Xerxes, right? As far as attacking wise, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's you when you and I'm not saying Sancho was the answer in this team. I'm not saying Rashford was the answer in this team, but when you lose so many attacking options, right? And then you're down to the position where you're relying on players like Garnacho, who is still young. He's still trying to figure. He keeps making the wrong decision. And you rely on him. He knows he's the only option you have, right? He's gonna keep doing what he's doing. I mean, and then we lost Ahmad.
Ahmed
I
was a big
mean,
blow.
yeah, very, very, very big blow, huge blow. Uh, uh, um, and if you look at that midfield, I mean, midfield wise, I think we could do better. We need to improve and get at least another eight, in my opinion, one or two more
Eight
eights,
midfielders.
not eight midfielders, eight. The person that plays number eight. Eight, like a physical box to box midfielder. I think we need one of those for sure. I mean, the team's just not ready, man. The team's just not ready.
So you're literally
Um,
saying, with everything you've mentioned, you
mhm.
don't see them beating Bilbao over two legs.
I'm not saying we can't. We could still beat them. We could still beat them, but we have to defend very well, but we have to score.
Yeah.
This is a
Yeah.
team.
Goals win
It's
games,
gonna
honestly.
be,
Yeah.
yeah. Go. The thing is, this is a team that don't really concede a lot of goals, and what we do, we struggle to score goals. So, and then again, Atletico Bilbao, they have the incentive to want to play the finals at their home.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, United, it's not, in my opinion, it's not a fluke. I don't think it's a fluke that United are unbeaten in Europe. I don't think it's a fluke because that is a to be up to this point and be unbeaten. That means you're able to cope in that European scene, right?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what to do.
Right.
So I think Atletico Bilbao is gonna be the toughest of them all to see. Okay, can you really, man? But it's a tough ask, man. It's possible, but the chances of it happening is quite slim, in my opinion. Everything
Right.
would just need to go well. Everything needs to go perfect. We can't afford any more injuries. It just has to go perfect in the two legs, man,
Right.
for us to make
Well,
it.
I mean, I mean, if we had Xerxes and Ahmed, I'll be so confident. I'll be super confident like we got this. But without those two technically smart players who could shift play and pressurize defenders who can't take an eye off those two players. And with Rasmus, there's not much to come from Rasmus. We could put the ball for him, create. I doubt anything's going to come out of it because he's really struggling. But we don't have enough. I mean, the young guy, Obi, eh, I don't think that's what you want to
No,
push him
he's not ready
into.
for that type of
Not
game.
ready
It's
for
too
that
big
kind of
for
game.
him. Yeah,
So
that
it's
game's
we're
too big
down
for
to
him.
Rasmus as the main striker again. We don't have another option. They have Garnacho and maybe Mount. If Mount could get his act together, would be great. But I don't know with Mount.
That's a big if. Yeah,
I
Mount,
mean,
Joker.
Mount was really disappointed. Bar injuries. I really just don't think we really needed Mount. I really don't
Nope.
think we needed him. What,
The
60
60
guy's a
million
million?
waste of
poured that
locker
60
space,
60
waste
million
of
poured
wages.
into the toilet.
I'm telling you.
60 million. Jesus.
So,
Terrible.
so I mean,
It's sad.
if we play Atletico Bilbao, Delite is there. It will make a big difference. If Delite
Mm.
plays, it will make a big difference. They have
Yeah.
Ugarte. I don't know if we should play Ugarte Casemiro in the
Casemiro
middle.
has to play. Oh no, Casemiro. If we don't play Casemiro, we're out. It's as simple as that. Because this is the
I agree
type
with,
of
with
game.
Ken.
This is the type of game you need Casemiro. Forget all these Bournemouth away where he gets overrun and stuff. Forget that's
Right,
Premier
right,
League.
right.
It's all physical. It's all pacey. That's fine.
So
In this game,
this
you
is
need
his game.
someone. Yes, someone that's been there, done that. He's won 5 European Cups. He knows how to do. He's been in this situation week in, week out. He's Brazilian. He knows. He knows this is what we why we bought him. So you have, and that's why Amorim knows. That's why he wasn't even on the bench today, I don't think. And I don't see him playing any more EPL games, to be honest, because he's the key man. Look at that goal, that the winning goal.
That
He had,
pass.
yeah, that pass. He's the only one to, like, last kick of the game.
Yeah.
Anyone, man, could have just over crossed it or
Yeah,
under
yeah,
crossed
yeah.
it. The
Even the
weight of
dink
the
he made to
cross.
Maino,
Yeah,
that dink.
You,
exactly.
you talk about Casemiro?
Yeah.
Casemiro, yeah, he is
Man.
key to. He's key for us. If we can keep him fit, then we have a chance. Because especially away from home, he knows how to, to control. Him and Ogate there can keep
Yeah,
possession. Control the
yeah.
midfield.
So with Casemiro and
But
Ugarte, you have
Yeah,
hope. United, if they can just score the goals,
yeah,
they will
yeah,
get
yeah,
through
yeah.
this game with Bilbao. Because like Chris has been saying, Bilbao, they don't score a lot, they don't give away a lot. So if United could be on the A game, and if United could bring some physicality to the game, which would be not what
but
Bilbao used to, they're more like play the ball on the ground. United probably have to go route one, whatever. But I feel we can get them. I have a feeling it's going to be an all English final with Spurs. That's what I
Thursday.
could see.
And Spurs will choke in the final, whoever they face down.
That
Well,
would
I
be good
mean,
if we play Spurs. It'd be great. It'd be
Ange did
great to
say
play
he
Spurs.
wins a Ange did say he wins a trophy in his second season. So
Well,
let's
he's
see.
Angie's the coach of Spurs. This is what Spurs do. They choke.
But I
Would you
think
rather play?
For Spurs to
Yeah,
win
that's
though,
true.
for Spurs to win a trophy this season, we're their best chance.
Yeah.
If we get to the final, they've got to, we haven't beaten them this season, have we?
No,
They've beaten us 3 times.
No,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
So
This
we could be
is
their best chance to win a trophy if that happens.
in my opinion. If we make it to the final and it's
Mm,
against Spurs,
mm.
I I don't see Spurs beating us in the final.
I agree.
No,
I just don't. I
I
just
don't
don't
think
see
so.
it. I
I
just
don't
don't
think so
see it
either.
because they've beaten us. Wait, Vim, how many times was that again?
Three.
You said
three
three
times.
times?
Three
When it
times.
mattered, that's
Yeah,
when we get when it
I don't see
matters.
him beating us 4 times, man. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I might be wrong,
If we lose
but
to them, it
yeah,
means there's a psychological block that we
yeah,
can't get
yeah,
past them. But
yeah,
it's gonna be a game of chess whereby two Premier League teams
yeah.
playing each other.
It was kind of like I think we played. Was it not Wolves? It was Fulham. I think we played Fulham like 3 or 4 times in the season. One was it this season? And they finally beat us. I think we beat him. I think we beat him like twice.
Yeah, and we drew with them at Old
Yeah,
Trafford.
yeah,
Remember first game of the season,
Yeah, and
yeah.
we
uh, and then we beat
Mm.
them at the
Craven
at
Cottage,
the at
and
Craven
they
Yeah,
beat
yeah,
us
Cottage.
in
Yeah,
this FA Cup
and then they beat
yeah.
us in the FA
Right.
Cup. Yeah,
on
yeah,
penalties.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like I knew that we were due a loss against Fulham at some
yeah.
point.
Sorry, we beat them at Old Trafford and away. We beat them home and away, and then they beat us in the cup.
There you
Yeah,
go. There you go.
yeah,
I knew that okay, against Fulham, there like I knew that we were gonna lose to them at some point. I was praying it wasn't in the FA Cup because in my
I
I wanted
really wanted to
us
win
to
the
go
FA Cup
further.
again,
So
actually.
it's kind of like if I look at it that way, right? Against Spurs, right? We're the Fulham against Spurs basically. So I think if
They'll do a loss.
we do play, yeah, they definitely do a loss against us. In my opinion, but I might be wrong.
Spurs might
So
choke. At the same time,
so
it comes down to who takes the chances on the day.
yeah.
Who's the main
So
striker? That guy, what's his name?
Solanke.
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 So they
Yeah,
may not
he's
they
the
may
guy.
not even get to final. Bodo Glimt are a funny team. I mean, people are
yeah.
saying, "Oh,
Yeah,
they're going to
they
beat us."
shocked
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
They
No,
People are
shocked
they're
everybody.
fun. They went to
yeah,
Lazio and beat Lazio. That's
That
not
was
a feat.
amazing, mate. That's amazing.
yep.
I didn't think they were going. I thought the Italians was going to crush them, but no.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah, people
would you
should.
rather play Spurs or the other team? Who would you play?
That's
Who
a
would you prefer?
no-brainer. That's a no-brainer, man. Bodo Glimpse,
You
of
take
course.
Spurs?
yeah.
That's
Bodo Glimt will
Bodo
overshadow
Glimpse
them.
is yeah.
But
That's the one.
Spurs, can you?
Definitely
And
Bodo
also,
Glimt.
I know this is a loser's mentality. If you lose to Bodo Glimt, it's not too bad. Can you imagine losing to Spurs and then Arsenal winning the Champions League? I'm going to Vietnam. I don't care. I'm leaving. I'm leaving the
No,
country.
that would be hilarious. Think about
Nah,
it.
that'll
No,
be bad. That'll be bad.
I'm
That'll
gonna
be
give
bad. That'll
you
be
a different
terrible.
scenario. Chelsea win the European Conference, Spurs
Yeah.
win the Europa, Arsenal win the
Ah,
Champions League. All London teams.
All London teams.
That's
All
That's not
London
messed
gonna
teams.
up,
happen.
bro.
And then Liverpool
that'll
That's
be
win
not
the
gonna
bad.
league.
happen.
And Liverpool win
It's
the
not gonna
league.
happen.
And then Man City win the FA Cup.
That's messed up. No, that's messed up, mate. That is really messed up. But it
See,
is so possible.
It is.
you know
It
the
can
other team
happen.
that did the double on us, by the way. I've just got the stats.
Yeah.
Okay. Brighton,
Brighton, home and
Brighton, and
away.
Newcastle.
Oh yeah, Newcastle, Brighton, Nottingham
Yeah,
Forest, Wolves, and
Spurs.
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 5 teams have done the double of us.
Yeah.
That's a total of 15 points.
Mm.
No, 30 points. That's 30
30
points.
points. Yeah.
30 points.
And
God.
Crystal Palace did a double on us last season.
Oh boy.
And Arsenal. Jeez, man. A lot of
Well,
teams doing a
it
double on
comes
us.
down to the pride. It's there's no pride. It's just like whatever.
Oh my
But
God, Brighton have done the double on us in 2022, 23, and 24, 25.
Yeah. They've been beating us left, right, and
Yeah,
center. Yeah. Remember.
embarrassing.
Whooping boys.
right. Someone told me to ask you guys a question. Would you guys take Rashford back after
No,
his success at Aston Villa?
that
First
should, that should
question
not
to
be a
Vim.
question.
What
That should not be a
success?
question, Tim.
What success?
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
What success? Yeah. What
Hey,
success?
Why we?
I'm
The
just
thing is,
answering a question.
why we even like answering this question though?
I
It
know
should
who
not
asked
be a
that
question.
question.
I was
I
asked to
know.
ask it to the
I know who
panel.
asked that question. Was it
Who?
Kay?
No, it's coming through my text, and
Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, some
we
people
all
will
know
say he's
Kay
been a
loves Rashford.
success at Villa. Some people will say he's been a
Case
success at
case on
Villa.
Rashford's payroll.
Oh man.
Exactly.
So, Vim, will you take him back under new Amrin?
No, no,
No.
no. I think we definitely got to sell him,
Okay.
offload him somehow.
All
Somewhere.
right.
Yeah.
Ken,
No. No chance. We
Chris,
got to make. We got to. He's the profit. He's the guys we're looking to make money from. Contingency. If we don't make the Europa League, Rashford we get 40 million, 50 million. Garnacho we get 50 million. That's what
Anthony.
almost 90 million. Anthony we get 35 million. Can you see money's growing? And then yeah,
I think we can get
yeah,
more for Anthony now. He's doing really well.
yeah, but
you guys add up all this money. Do you know the only players that you're gonna actually make money from is Rashford or Garnacho? That's it.
Yeah,
And what
yeah.
about Kobe Minu? Isn't he being touted for sale?
Nah, I don't
Nah,
think.
nah, 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 nah.
Well,
I don't think
Sancho.
he's gonna be.
Yeah, and Sancho as well.
Sancho.
No,
Sancho. Yeah.
Sancho is no. You're not really making profit from him either because he still has value on the books.
20. Chelsea
You
gonna
can
pay
get
us back
25
20
million
million.
though.
No,
You
that's
save
just
money
no.
on wages as well.
If you
Sancho.
for Sancho,
375 a week.
Yeah.
Anthony, you're basically just
And
barely
Cutting
making
your
even.
losses.
Yeah, you're
yeah,
cutting your
I
losses.
get
You're
what
barely making
Bev is
even.
saying.
There's no
And we're
profit.
still paying. Remember, we didn't pay full price
Yeah,
for these players.
yeah,
We still owe what 300 and something million on transfer
yeah,
fees.
yeah.
What the fuck?
We're still paying on all these players. Still paying on Sancho.
Yeah.
The only player not paying on, the only player. The only player not paying on is Rashford. That's out on loan. And I doubt you're gonna get the money you think you're gonna get for him. In my opinion.
How much do you think we could get from Rashford max?
Okay, put it this way, right? Rashford is on what 300,
350.
350K a week. Okay.
Yeah.
So to sell Rashford, you're gonna have to get rid of his wages. So that way, and if you calculate just do the math, how much is left on his contract until his contract ends, then if you do that math, so keep that value somewhere. So whatever you sell him for, right? You're gonna have to include that amount. That because I'm guessing Rashford. I think what is it? Is it like maybe 18, 20 million that's left on his contract that's on his contract that he's owed?
About, yeah, it's a 4 year, it's under
So
4 year.
basically, so minus that from whatever you sell him for. That's your
Ouch.
profit.
Ouch. That's gonna be just no more than 25, if that.
Yeah, you be lucky. I mean, it's just and looking at the way he's performed, right? I mean, let's be honest, man.
You think
Nobody's
he's
gonna
done well
pay
at Villa?
60
You
million.
think he's done well at Villa?
He's average to me. He's
You
average.
think so?
He's not. He's
He
average.
hasn't done
He's
well.
not. He has just average
You
at
guys think
best.
he's not? He hasn't been a success at Villa?
No.
I just
He's
think,
done what he's done at United, where
yeah,
one game he's out of this world, the second game
Mm.
he goes missing. If you look at
yeah,
that game in the Champions League against PSG,
PSG.
where he did that madness, the first half was a complete write-off. He
yep,
was lost, and this is the problem. You can't just turn up, play for 5 minutes, and then 85 minutes you're just strolling around
yeah.
the pitch. It's just not acceptable.
And it's a problem that like people like K are gonna be beefing up his head, beefing up Rashford's head because K is
It's
on
a
his corner.
Manchester thing. Yeah,
He's
yeah,
part of the
You know,
entourage, isn't he?
yeah,
Okay, he's
yeah,
part of the entourage.
yeah. I mean, it's sad because I
yeah.
I
He
said,
goes to
K's
those
from the
parties
north,
with him.
isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I said the other day, I said it's clear Unai Emery doesn't really trust Rashford, man. In a game that he absolutely needs to win in the Premier League to make Champions League, he's not starting Rashford.
Of
And K say,
course.
oh, it's rotation. It's just rotation. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, yeah. Man, K's gonna say
So
what.
you're literally saying you're not going to take Rashford back,
Oh
no,
man, just trying to get one
no.
at K
Chris?
there.
Chris, you're not
No,
taking
no.
Rashford back.
But can we ask the
It's
same
not.
question for Sancho then?
It's,
Huh?
it's not.
Yeah,
Would
same,
we
Rashford
same
take
is not
question for
Sancho
coming
back?
back.
Sancho. Same
What's
No,
question for
that?
Sancho.
no,
No, for
no,
everyone?
no,
No, no,
Everyone, no.
no, no.
no. He doesn't
Anthony,
have the
Rashford's
character
not.
to take it.
Rashford's not coming back. He doesn't suit the Amorim system.
Yeah.
He's a lazy player. Like you see the difference between like the PSG strikers. If you look at Dembele, all of them,
Mm,
they press the
mm.
guys. They're running around. These guys
Mm.
are getting paid millions. Like Rashford's just strolling around the pitch like he's won 10 World Cups. He's a joker. Rashford,
He's
he
a
already laid
yeah,
his bed. He needs to go.
Mm.
yeah.
wow.
He's the guy. He gets on my nerves, man. And to me, I don't rate Rashford the way a lot of people rate him. I'm sorry.
Mm.
He's a good player, but I don't rate him as much as the way people rate him.
So you're
Nah,
literally, are you
nah, not
saying
for
he's
me.
overrated? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, for me is for me is he's just yeah, he's overrated. I don't he's not a technical he's not as technical as people think he is. I mean
I agree.
he does
Chris has been saying it for a
he's
long time that
he's not
Yeah,
he's
I've been
not
saying it for a
as
long
good
time.
as
Yeah,
people think he
yeah,
had to be.
no,
When he
he's
first
just
came on the scene, I thought he was going to be the next Thierry Henry because of his pace and he could make it.
nah
But I
he's not
realized,
on the same stratosphere as Thierry
but as a
Henry.
young guy, I thought they could mold into an Henry kind of player. The way Henry was for Arsenal,
Yeah.
we was phenomenal. Rashford was going to be in that level, but it's
I thought
Rashford's a
Martial,
one-trick pony, man.
for me, Martial fits that description. When I saw Martial, I thought, yeah, he was going to be the next
mm,
Henri, but just didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah, Martial had
Exactly.
everything to, but I don't know
Exactly.
what happened to him. Yeah.
Martial is way more of a footballer than Rashford will ever
Hmm.
be,
Yeah.
in my
yes,
opinion.
yes, 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 yes. But he's French. He holds a different passport from Rashford.
Mm.
mm,
So it
mm.
does come into play. So are we taking Anthony back?
No, no
No,
chance.
no.
Hey, you
Just
guys don't
no
want
to any
anyone back.
player that's gone. There's no way we're not taking any player back. It's it. It's gone. That's it. No player. We don't want anyone
You don't
back.
want Sancho, don't want Rashford, don't want Anthony. You don't think Anthony could work in this new system now?
No
No,
chance, bro. He's
Hey,
been
no.
given an opportunity already, man. You failed.
It's what we were. Do you remember what we were just saying? In Spain, you have more time on the ball.
Yeah,
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 When
yeah.
he comes back, players are going to clamp him. He will get clamped week in, week
yeah.
out. In Spain, you have the time to control the ball, look up, pass, move. Yeah, Premier League is not a different ball game.
Wow.
It's different.
So
Different ball game, boy.
Different
so
kettle of.
even the fast-paced players, the players who are pacey, are still struggling in the Premier League. So what do you need to be? What does it require you to be as a winger in the Premier League? What do you need to be successful?
You gotta be able to make you have to be well, okay. You have to be physical. You have to be able to make the right decision more times than not, in
Right.
my opinion. Uh, um um you have to be able to take on a man, right? I mean, you're not always going to be successful, but at least have the drive to be able to do that. But at the same time, lay it off, move into space. You have to be able to finish. You're gonna have to be able to score, and also I think one big thing is your work rate. Your
Work rate.
work rate being a winger in the Premier League is very important.
Right. So in
I would
today's,
say
well, yeah,
all
go
the
on, Ken.
things, yeah, all the things that Ben just described. Wrap everything in one club. Look at Liverpool. Go and look at Liverpool forwards. That's what you need.
Exactly.
All the
Exactly.
things, if you look at all the things
Mm,
Bem just described,
mm.
just Liverpool's front three have all of them. That's why they're winning the
Exactly.
league.
Exactly. Yep. They have everything. Salah has it. Diaz has it. I mean,
Even
Gakpo,
Jota has it,
Jota.
Gakpo, all of them, all the forwards.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, man. I love that Liverpool team, man. I mean, forget even the forwards. Look at the midfielders, man. Them guys.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
The
proper
McAllister and
physical. McAllister, they're on it. They clamp you down. You know.
I
look at
saw this guy's goal
Soboslai.
today. What's his name?
Soboslai. That guy is a that guy
Leicester
doesn't
played
doesn't
well. Leicester
rest.
tried. Leicester tried. I've not seen them play that well for a long time. Um, this guy scored the goal. The guy who's going to Real Madrid now for Liverpool. What's his
Yeah,
name?
Trent.
Trent. Scored a good left shot. I mean, the
Uh,
goalkeeper did that on Nana. It just hit him and went in. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
20 times Liverpool.
That
Oh, we
is
can't sing
over,
that
bro.
song anymore.
That song's
That
gonna
that
be it's gonna
we
be
can't.
expired in May.
Yeah,
Done.
that's it.
Yeah.
If Arsenal had a striker, that song would not expand because I know if Arsenal had a striker, they would have. You see, with Liverpool, I think if they had a team which was neck and neck with them, they would have crumbled of the pressure. Because if you saw the games they've been struggling, no, they still have a cushion
Mm.
between the next team. If they were neck and neck, they would start to fall.
I think they
Because
would have struggled. Yeah, they
I
would have
think they would have
struggled. But
Yeah.
struggled because
but I
they've
don't
been
know if
Yeah, I
falling.
think
Arsenal
so.
is. I don't know if Arsenal is the team to put them under pressure because Arsenal do the same as well. When they're under pressure, they
Yeah,
crumble.
yeah, yeah,
The reason
yeah.
why Arsenal are winning now is because even the Real Madrid game, they were underdogs. If you look at
Yeah,
all the teams
yeah,
they're
yeah.
playing
You're
now,
right. They
but
were the
when it
underdogs.
matters,
Yeah.
you know that okay,
Yeah,
look, you
that's
have to
true.
win your
Mm.
next three games to win the league. They can't do
They'll
it.
crumble. Yeah.
Yeah, they can't. Yeah,
Well, okay. Question time, anyone?
I got one. What do you
Go.
guys think about Patrick Dogu's performance over the last few games?
I'll go first. I think having the left, someone who could cross properly with the left foot, naturally left-sided player. I think sometimes his crosses are good, but we have no one to finish to get to the end of those crosses, which is where Rasmus is missing, or we need a striker who could because Dogo, he does put some crosses in. He needs to improve on his tackling. He tends to pick up yellow cards too quickly and miss
Mm,
times his challenges. So he needs
mm,
to work on that. How old is this guy? He's under 25, right?
It's 20, it's 20, it's 20.
So he
It's
could
20.
learn. But I like he knows how to whip it across like Luke Shaw used to do. But
mm,
it is what it is.
In my opinion, I'm just gonna be. I know he's a young guy. He's
mhm,
raw. He needs to improve a lot, but I'm not.
You're
I'm
not
yet to be
impressed.
convinced. Yeah,
mm,
I knew that was coming.
I'm not really I mean he's a good player. I'm not saying he can be. It's like there are plays when I see him, I was like, okay, he's good at this.
mm,
Like this player is good at this is his best quality. But with Patrick Dorgu, I mean, the guy is just raw. Is just a raw. He's not. I mean, man, yeah. For me, it's hard, man. I'm
mm.
still waiting to see. I'm not
What
gonna
of the
make my
quality of
decision on
crosses
him
he
right
puts in?
now
What
for the
of the
next game.
quality of crosses he puts in?
Is
What do you
is
think?
yes, is his qualities aren't really that good. He had two good crosses today. Was in the first half and second half from the right side, which were good. But I don't think
Nobody on the end of it.
yeah, nobody on the end of it. But I don't think he makes those same crosses being on the left side too, though. Man,
Mm,
and the guy can't shoot. He can't shoot to save his life,
mm.
man. He can't shoot
Same.
to save his life either. So, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So good. What do you think?
Dogu.
Dogu. Dogu. Uh, Look, it was good when he joined, right? But
Mm,
he's, I think defensively, he's a lot stronger than he is attacking.
No.
His
Okay.
crossing isn't great. He had a couple of shots which just are not very composed, and he's a little bit reckless. Yeah, so
mm,
pretty much what the guys
mm,
said. I think he definitely needs to improve, but we've got something there to work with.
Mm,
Um, I'd like to see a better relationship with him and Garnacho. They can start overlapping and start better
mm.
interplay.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, we should keep him, but we've just got to develop him. Get
Yeah,
get
I think
into
so too.
Just work on that finesse a little bit more.
Yeah.
But he's got a good engine. You know, he's fitness-wise, he's got the physicality for the Premier League. You know, Premier League, the most challenging thing that Ruben said is the physicality and the fitness of his players. Dorgo's definitely got that fitness. You know, he's as
Right.
a wing back, he's got to run up and down constantly for
Yeah.
90
Yeah.
minutes. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot more intensity in the Premier League than there is with European football. That's
Wow.
what he alluded to. So Dorgo's got that. Dallow's got that as well, but Dallow's, I don't know.
He's dropped
Interesting.
from last season. He's dropped
Yeah,
his
but
level.
interesting stat about Dallow. He started, and they said this today. He started 67 out of 69 games. The
That's a
last
lot, bro.
69. Yeah, he started
That's a
67.
lot, bro. That's a lot of games.
He's starting every game almost.
Literally,
But
yeah.
his form is just a little bit. It's a bit
It's gone
off.
down from last season. From last season, he's dropped. He's dropped. He
Yeah.
was United's player of the season last season. This season, he's
No.
dropped.
This
He's
season it will
dropped.
be Bruno.
No.
Because
This
if you
season
look at
is Bruno for sure.
if you look at what's his name, Leon's second goal or the third goal, he went past Dalla like Dalla wasn't even there.
Oh yeah, Fofana was running
Yeah.
riot on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a guy for Leon. I can't remember his name. Something Turkey or something. He's quite skillful.
Yeah, beef
Turkey,
jerky,
yeah, he's-
beef
Do you guys
jerky.
do you guys think he's good enough for United? He's very skillful.
I think
The
it's
beef-
Liverpool.
beef jerky.
Liverpool
Yeah.
won him.
Liverpool won him.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
Liverpool won
What
it.
did I say? Jerky?
Taking up. Time
Beef
sleep.
jerky.
Is it Shirky
No, I
or
just remember the key at the end of his name.
Yeah, Liverpool
Beef
won it.
jerky.
Yeah, Liverpool.
Beef jerky,
Liverpool.
yeah.
So going back to my question, then, would you have, based on what we've said, who would you rather have, Harry Amas or Doku?
Oh, Hamas is good though, you know. I've been impressed with
Yeah.
Hamas. He's
Right
got some
now,
good
I'll
interplay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take
It's a
Hamas
hard
right
one.
now.
Is Harry Amas is left-footed,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and he
He's
can
left-footed,
win the
yeah.
ball.
Yeah,
I'll-
he's
I'll
good.
take
But
Hamas
But
right now.
did you see that turn he did today in the second half? He got the ball. He was under pressure from Wolves. He turned around, almost did a 360, and just kind of maneuvered the ball around him.
I'll take Harry
That's
Amas.
good skill. That is
I'll
good
take Harry
skill.
Amas because he's used to the league. He's raised in that way of how to be physical and quick. He hasn't got a choice but to.
Yeah.
Dogo
But-
can be better if he works on how to tackle properly and
But look,
time his challenges.
Those two, they should be competing for that left back spot. The
Yeah.
great thing about Harry Mas coming into the Premier League now, first team now, is that Luke Shaw needs to go. We
Yes,
can release him now.
absolutely.
We can release him. We've got Amas and Dogu competition for one space.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I agree. Luke Shaw,
But Luke Shaw can play left centre back though. Left side centre back though. So
After he gave away a penalty, that guy, I can't trust
Yeah,
him.
man.
that penalty
doesn't-
was
He just looks a bit
unnecessary.
fat. It looks like he's carrying more weight. He doesn't look
yeah.
athletic. I think his body's done.
When
He's
you
doing
haven't played
okay.
football,
He's
for
doing
so
okay in
long.
PlayStation tournaments, though.
He hasn't played since the European tournament last summer.
Yeah, I
He
don't
needs
know
to go
about
though.
Luke
He
Shaw.
needs to go. He needs to go though.
Real Madrid just scored
Oh, really?
Are they home or
So-
away?
against Bilbao. Oh.
So we need another fullback
But it's
to
taken
challenge
them
Gallo, right?
80 minutes to score against Bilbao. So Bilbao are quite
Damn.
good defensively.
Wow.
Oh, you're watching that? Oh, I might watch that. Actually.
Yeah, I got it
See
on
what-
back.
I feel
background.
Ancelotti is going to be fired this season.
Yeah.
No, he's going Brazil.
No, no, no.
Is
He's done. He's done.
Yeah, he's going to
Because
Brazil.
they're not.
Yeah.
Is that confirmed?
Brazil
Kenny.
national. It's more or less. It's not confirmed. No, it's not confirmed. But rumors are and I think the noise is coming from Brazil is that he'll be the new Brazilian coach.
And who's going to Real Madrid?
Brazil, Brazil just going to play
Xavi.
European
Alonso.
football.
Alonso.
Xavi
Play
Alonso.
European football.
Xabi Alonso.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That'd be a good fit, actually. He's a good young
Yeah.
manager.
Tim, to your point.
I heard Klopp was looking at the job. That Klopp was being mentioned for the Real Madrid job.
Nah, he won't do it.
That's
Nah,
going to
he
be
just
Yeah,
stress
he
for
won't do
him,
it.
man. It's going to be
With,
stress.
He won't do it. He won't do it.
Red Bull.
You don't think he could handle it? He could handle it.
I think the
Well,
reason he left Liverpool was because of
he-
stress.
He was there 8 years. He
retired
did
from
well.
from
He
managing
did well.
for a reason. He retired from managing for a reason, man. He's not gonna go
Right.
coach again.
The stress,
Yeah.
And Real Madrid is a pressure job, bro.
stressful place.
Yeah, and he just signed a multi-million-pound contract with Red Bull to be the director of football. So
Well, that's a lot
Wow.
easier, isn't it? That is a
Yeah,
lot
it's not-
easier.
That's much easier.
yeah, he's not gonna just leave. Yeah, I was gonna say we need a new competition for Dallo, a right back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought Mazarao was that.
That's
No,
what
but
I
he's the
thought.
right centre. He's the
Actually,
right centre back.
Mazraoui is playing. He's been playing right centre back for us for a
Yeah.
long time
Yeah.
now. So
Actually, Ruben did say that Mazraoui is more of a defender than a wing back.
So
Yeah,
He's
he's
who's
not.
gonna
decided.
compete with
Yeah.
Dalot, or who's gonna assist Dalot?
Mate, Dallow's
We
not
need
a
a
wing
signing.
back. Dallow can't do it.
We need a
yeah,
signing.
I think Dallow
yeah,
needs
we need
to
to
go
say.
now. We need to get a proper wing back specialist on the right hand side. Dallow can't do it.
Yeah,
Right.
we need a
Any
new
I'm
more
not sold
signing.
on
questions?
Dallo either. I'm not sold on Dallo either.
I mean, but when Vin mentioned how many games he's played, you got to say, well, that's a lot, bro.
That's a
67
lot.
out of 69 consecutive games.
And
Yeah.
That takes a
50%
toll on
of
the
that,
body, bro.
he was
Nah, but
pants.
when you don't blame the guy, man, he's always available like Bruno.
Yeah, yeah,
So
Yeah.
yeah.
But he's
There's
got
something in
he's
that
got great
Portuguese
fitness
sauce.
though. Yeah, he's
huh?
got great fitness though.
He's got
Dallo.
great fitness. And
Yeah,
guess
Yeah.
and guess
these
the common
Portuguese players,
denominator.
there's something in their genes. These Portuguese players.
Guess the no he's it well but guess the common denominator though. All the
Uh,
players that are always consistently playing, guess the common denominator. They all have
Portuguese.
one thing.
They're
No,
all
not
European.
that.
They have a
They have one
grandfather
thing in
called De
common.
Silva. Grandfather's called
You-
De Silva.
You're getting close.
They all play for Portuguese
That was
national
a
team.
joke.
No, but you're getting close. It's not a grandfather, but they have one person that they.
Their grandmothers
I'm
are
giving
called
away.
Maria.
Ronaldo.
Grandmothers are called
Ronaldo.
Maria.
Right.
Ronaldo.
What about
Ronaldo
Ronaldo?
is the person. If you Ronaldo is the one person that they all speak highly of, right?
Ah,
They emulate it. I mean, obviously Bruno, Delo, and
Garnacho.
Garnacho loves Ronaldo,
It's a
which tells me that they
Rasmus doesn't
listen to
love.
him.
It's a shame Rasmus doesn't love Ronaldo, isn't it? Otherwise, he might do better as
He
well.
did it and said they did the sue, and Ronaldo said, "I'll see you in the second leg," and the game was over after that.
The goal's been
He
disallowed then.
actually got the opposite
Is it
effect from
disallowed?
Ronaldo.
Yeah,
Oh shit! Yeah, it is. Yeah,
So it's still 0-0.
yeah.
yeah.
Gone back to 0-0.
So that, if they don't win this game or get 3 points, I think the league, Barcelona have won the league. I mean, is there still chance
But
of
I think
Barca, Real
I
Madrid
think
winning the
Barca will
league?
win the league. Yeah, I know. I think, but if they don't win this, I think Barca have got it more or less got it in the bag.
Damn. So Ancelotti, no Champions League, no La Liga. He's done, mate. You're
Yeah.
out there, bro. You're
He
out
still
there.
has the Club World Cup and
Oh,
the FA Cup, the Spanish
ugh.
FA Cup. Yeah, Real Madrid don't accept
Yeah,
that.
one thing I was gonna ask: do you think Mbappe coming to Real Madrid has hindered them?
I
Good
think
question.
so.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, they need a they need a person. They need a number. They need a
number
number
nine.
nine. A
Yeah,
number nine that's gonna stay. That's gonna play that position.
So they
yeah.
need the
That's
Rasmus.
yeah.
Here's the number 9.
Let's do a trade. Let's do a
Because
swap.
Mbappe, in my opinion, is not a number nine at all.
Yeah,
He's not.
Mbappe is just he's a wide. He's just a
yeah.
forward. He can play across
He's
all.
an
When
upgrade
you
on
have
Rashford.
Vinicius, yeah, when you have
Huh?
Vinicius, why get
Yeah,
Mbappe? You got Vinicius there. If you
exactly,
didn't have Vinicius,
exactly,
then you can get Mbappe. Yeah,
So Vinicius
exactly.
plays where on the left.
Left,
yeah.
yeah.
Then where does Mbappe play? On the right?
In
No
the
He
middle.
middle.
plays middle. He's
Oh
playing as
God.
number 9.
That's
Yeah, he
why they
plays number nine.
struggle to struggle, and he misses a
Yeah,
lot of chances as well.
Yeah. I think I
he's
think
not
I
number
Once,
think
nine.
I think he'll do better next season. I think this season is a lot of pressure to be the main
well,
focus, to be the main striker of Real Madrid. It's no easy task.
We'll
No.
see what happens though. We'll see what happens next season. But they don't just a lot. They will have to change on the way they play a bit to to get him
And
to
suit
play well.
Mbappe. So if they
Yeah.
get a new manager, that's gonna start all over again.
Well, Xavi. Well, I'm not sure if Xavi is the one that's coming in, but let's see what's if
Right.
it's Xavi. Let's see
Did
what happens.
did you guys hear Mo Salah re-signed a new contract?
Yeah,
Yep.
2
yeah,
Yep.
years.
Yep.
yeah.
Damn.
And Van
And
Dijk.
So
Van
and
Dijk
guess
as
what?
well. Van Dijk's on 400 grand a week. 400
Really?
grand. Yeah,
Oh,
Wow.
they deserve it
That's
though.
400.
good money.
When you're
Seriously.
winning trophies and winning Premier
Mm.
Leagues, right?
Yeah.
You can,
So
yeah.
I thought
they've
Salah was gonna
broken
go
the
abroad.
wage structure, haven't they? Because Liverpool used
They
to
must
pay a
have.
lot less.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
paid
they
they
didn't
Oh
want to
paid
yeah.
pay that much before.
That's
400
what
a
the
week.
delay. That's why they didn't want to do the deals for them, but to them guys, because those guys
Ah,
were asking for serious money, and they're like, "No, we're not going to break it." But they thought, okay, yeah, if we win the league, then you know.
Because I'm sure a few years back, when Liverpool talking about wage capping at around 200,
Yeah,
250.
under Klopp. Yeah, 250 was the max they were playing. They were not planning to break 250, but they've
Yeah.
gone to 400. Ouch.
400 now.
That was what's his name salary? Sanchez was on
Oh,
400.
Yeah, Sanchez was 500, wasn't he?
No,
No,
400.
it
Oh,
was
400.
400.
500.
$400.
Ronaldo was 500, yeah.
Yeah, but
Ouch.
wow,
God
Man
damn.
United have done some nasty
Yeah.
business.
So what's Salah on then? 400 as well?
I'm not sure. I don't know about Salah.
Salah has 400, 450.
Really?
Wow.
Like between
Oh,
400 and 450. The
that's
highest is Haaland.
boy.
Haaland is 500, 550.
500, yeah. And look how young he is as well.
God damn. That's a
When you
lot,
come
bro.
in and
Yeah.
score that many goals, yeah.
Mm.
It says Salah wages are 400,
'There we
400 a
go.
week.
but he gets bonuses.
Yep.
Yes. Wow.
Oh my God, his total income, he earns 1 million a week with bonuses and other earnings. But 400 is his basic salary.
Wow. I say
1
no more,
million a
bro.
week.
I say
Yeah.
no more, bro.
Crazy, isn't it?
Say less, say less.
Say no more. Any more questions, people? Any more questions?
Are you
So let
guys
me.
happy? I'll ask them quickly. Are you guys any happier with Ruben? What's your thoughts on him at the moment?
I'll go. I think he's not done great, but he hasn't done badly because he came right in the middle of the season, which is not the best time to come for the size of the club this size. You need to start with pre-season, get the trash out, get the good stuff in. They just said, hey, there you go. There you go. Work with what you have. And it was going to be hard. So I think he's figured something out. If he has a good window in the summer and gets the players he wants, he'll be a success. That's what I say. But now, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving him a 6.
I think
Why?
that's a fair assessment. Yeah, a 6.
Yeah.
No more, no
Yeah.
less. 6. Because
Yeah.
of what it is. He's working with a lot of clowns. I mean, you can only play with so many clowns.
Yeah.
Seriously,
He's what?
because
He says working with a lot of clowns.
we are in a circus. This is Man United
Onana's
is a
Onana's
circus.
the number one clown.
Oh
We
yeah,
have
that's the
people
biggest
like
clown.
Yeah.
Onana's the biggest clown, yeah.
no,
He's
think about
working with
it.
a lot of clowns. It just sounds
And you
funny.
have players who refuse. That one said he doesn't feel like training the way he said. Rashford is so disappointed me. I'm just like, nah, bro. Nah, I'm so
Yeah,
disappointed
but
by I'm so
look,
disappointed.
let's just look at the season, right? Have we improved from the start of the season to where we are now? Are we any better?
Uh, no. In terms of position wise, no. Because we're still in the
Position-wise, we're
foot.
the same, but
Yeah.
our playing style as a team,
Yes.
are we any
A bit
better?
better. If we
Yes,
get
yes,
a
yes. We're
striker
better.
who
Yeah.
could finish,
The way we play is better.
you'd have seen you'd have seen the results better.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we
The,
haven't
the,
got
the, the,
finishers.
the way we play is better. The structure is better. I'm not. I like Amarim, and I'm gonna judge Amarim better when he gets his players.
Players, yeah.
The
It's
thing is, no manager will get all of their players, so he gets
then
two, 300 maybe
then
over the summer.
then you might as well sack him now and get the next manager in because
But
he
that's
and the next manager you
it's
sack him too.
We'll
never.
go through the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but then the thing is, how much does a manager want to spend? With the
Man,
prices these days, if they could get their own way, they'd buy 11 players at 100 million each or whatever it is.
no, 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 no,
People
no, 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 no,
overspend.
no, no,
How
no,
much
no,
is
no.
a
It's not
fair
even
amount?
that.
How much is a fair
It's not
amount?
even that. You don't have to spend 100 million though. You don't have to spend that. You know you can get players at good prices, right? Like
Yeah,
decent, like really good players, like for cheap. Again, it's your recruitment. It's your
yeah.
recruitment. So you don't. You could, but then again, at the same time, Micah, hold on, stop that. So
You
so
named your son
you.
Micah.
Yeah, that's my son there. Yeah, Micah,
Yeah.
Michah. Guy, he's just being naughty right now. But so he needs to he just needs to recruit well. Doesn't have to be spend a lot of money. You could. Oh man, he's getting on my nerves now. This guy. but,
That's kids.
but
That's kids for you. They don't care.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they
hey.
don't care. But
They don't care.
I think the big thing is experience. He needs to get experience in that team.
Mm.
Mm.
Um, he it's clear that, I mean, for a manager that could do what he did at Sporting, right, with what he had, I think, again, don't forget, this is the same manager that City wanted too, right?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Amram is, when you talk about like top managers out there, they're not that many. Obviously, Pep Guardiola is the best right now. Then there's, I think after Pep, then there's another level below Pep, right?
Yes.
Where you put Amram, I would say you put Amram, in my opinion, you put him in that, maybe not the level below Amram, below Pep, maybe
Below
like,
Klopp. So
it's
I'll
hard.
say Amrin Klopp. Then there's another level there. That's where we have the Artetas
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
others.
Mm.
Yeah, I will put Amram in the same level as Arteta. Put it that way.
You know,
Okay.
Sporting Lisbon squad value
Yeah.
is around 480 million euros.
The whole squad.
Yeah, his defense is worth around 157 million, midfield 94 million, attack 224 million euros.
If you're
I
not
And
getting
mean,
what's ours?
25
you know,
euro, we could get Djokovic, can't
our
we? If you
our
And
get
what's
squad value
ours?
is about a billion, isn't it? Close to. But the
okay.
problem is that our squad value is depleted. We pay elevated prices, but we lose a lot of value on them.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
Amarim, he buys players and increases their value.
Yes,
Mm.
which
But
is
he
good.
buys, like, he buys good players, or the recruitment team does, and increases their value and gets them to play to the system perfectly.
Yeah, if you
You know,
look at
like
the
like
fullback at PSG, yeah, that
yeah,
Mendes guy, Vitinha,
yeah,
a lot of players from
yeah.
Sporting.
This,
Yeah.
Sporting becomes quite a good feeder club for a lot of
Mm.
top-rated clubs. I mean, that Quenda guy, they
Oh,
just didn't they
what a
just sell him?
goal! What a
Who?
Quenda.
goal, Real Madrid.
Who scored?
Wow, Real Madrid.
Who
That's a
scored
lovely
it?
goal. Yeah,
Is it Viverdi or whatever his name is? Yeah,
Valverde.
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 Yeah, Valverde.
That's a
Yeah,
nice goal. Yeah,
How many minutes to
lovely
go?
goal.
it's a couple of
It's
minutes now.
injury time, so 7 minutes extra time. They just scored in the 92nd minute.
That's good. That's good. I feel for them. I just don't like Barca winning anything. I want Barca to struggle.
Yeah, but Real Madrid really stepped it up last 5 minutes. Yeah, or last 10 minutes.
So, did you know that Gyökeres's value? They were touting him at 100 million before, but there's I think because
No one's
Gyökeres
gonna
wants
pay
to
that much
go.
for him.
No, but they always elevate it because the
Mhm.
reward of interest. But they're saying they're going to drop it down to 50 to 60 million to let him go
Well,
Which we
he
still
because
wants to
can't
play.
afford
He
either.
wants to play Champions
he
League
Which we
football.
still can't afford though. We can't afford 50, 60 million though, just FYI.
If think
No.
but
about
if
it.
we
Hmm.
spend that money on a goalkeeper, which
God, no.
If we spend the money
we
on,
can,
on a goalkeeper,
we need
we
to
can't
spend 50
afford.
60 million on a striker. We have to spend it.
Yeah,
I can
yeah, without
guarantee.
a doubt, a striker.
We
Yes.
have to.
Well, let me not guarantee you though, but I will. I don't. United doesn't really have the money you people think we do have though.
If we
Mm.
sell the players, if we sell some
And
players
add on to
like
Okay,
the
Rashford,
money.
who we gonna?
Sancho,
Okay,
Rashford,
who we gonna
Sancho,
sell?
Rashford and
Sancho is no
Sancho,
profit. Sancho is no profit. Just
Rashford
forget
is
Sancho is no
profit,
profit.
and maybe Garnacho, or
And
I don't know,
Anthony.
Kobe Mainu.
Anthony.
You're not gonna
Anthony's
sell. Kobe Maino's
we
not going
won't make
anywhere.
it.
He signed a new contract.
Has he?
And Anthony's no profit. Anthony's no profit. I could get. This is what
So it's only
I'm.
Garnacho and
But
Rashford then.
Bems, you got to look at wages as well. So wages is another big one. If you someone like Christian
Yeah,
Eriksen, yes, we're not getting any money, but you're gaining
The
300.
wages
How
off
much
the
is it?
books.
Yeah,
yeah,
wages off the
yeah.
books. So
200.
The way you look at it,
200 a
right? The
week.
way you look at it, right? Is what I'm saying. The wages, right? Okay, you're getting rid of the wages, but you're gonna end up replacing those wages. The plan is to replace the wages with lower wages, right? So
Right.
Of course.
she end up saving. But to get to get cash to spend in the transfer window, when you talk about profit from player sales,
Hmm.
you have to the only way to get profit is to sell players that
Homegrown
are
players,
like
yeah.
like homegrown, that are basically zero book value. So you can, when you sell them, you can sell them what, 50, 60 million. Now that's pure profits. Sancho and them, Anthony and them, they have a value on the books. We still owe. So you're basically
Wow.
just trying to just get rid of them. You're not making
No,
money
no,
if
but you're not making money. But what would happen is it frees up the wage structure. There's a limit as
Yeah,
well from
yeah.
yeah.
FFP. how much you
Yeah,
can pay players. So if you get rid of those players because they're on high wages, it
yeah.
frees up money. I think for FFP rules, you can then buy new players. And say, for example, you get rid of three players and you bring in two quality players with maybe less salary, then you've gained. You from an FFP, they look everything counts. It's a
Yeah,
score.
yeah,
There's a point system. Yeah,
yeah,
that they look at.
everything counts though, but it doesn't, getting rid of salaries, getting rid of wages doesn't give you extra 30 million to go spend.
No, no,
But
no.
it
No, no,
It
no, it
just
doesn't.
it
It
just
It
doesn't.
frees
won't.
space.
but
Yeah,
It
it
just
definitely
reduces our
does.
running costs though.
Running costs, exactly. Yeah,
Vim said
yeah.
it exactly right. That's what
Running
it
costs.
just, it reduces your running costs. But as far as like money to spend in the transfer window,
Mm-mm.
I mean, it doesn't help you too that much as what people think.
No,
You need to
Yeah.
sell players,
who have
or
value.
the
Mm.
who have value, or the club needs to find other means to like raise
So you
money,
know,
or
in that case, then Ruben needs to start promoting people from the
Academy.
academy and the
That's what he's doing
reserves.
now.
Yeah,
Harry
but he needs to
Amherst.
do it more, and he should do it in
Mm,
the Premier League
but
because
the thing,
this is their chance to shine. And if you can start, bringing these players into the first team, they can showcase what they've got. Then they're
mm.
going to increase their values, and then we
yeah,
can
they
start selling
You
some of
sell them.
them.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah.
the thing is, but you can't have too many young players in the team though. This team has a lot of young players in it. We
Mm.
have a lot of inexperienced players in that team. You need
Yep.
experience.
Yep.
So you can bring in, that's good though, Vin. Bringing them in, that's good so they can get but in order for those young players to get the experience that they need, you need experienced players in the team that will
because
show, that will give them the
yeah,
opportunity
Yeah.
to do
Yeah.
that and
Yeah.
perform.
we had two new players come through today, right? Harry Amass and the other
Fredericks,
chap,
the
Fredrickson.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fredericks
they
guy.
both played really well.
Yeah.
And
I heard.
there's nothing. As Kenny, you said it. We're probably not going to win another Premier League game now.
No.
So, and we had all senior players in this team. Just
Yeah.
rest them. Forget
Right.
Rasmus. Bring in a striker from the academy. See what you can
Right.
do, like Obi, Cheeto, or someone else. Bring in some midfield. Bring in a right back. Expose them to the Premier League. Let people know who they are, and they're gonna play with more intensity, more physicality because they've got more energy. They've got more legs on them. Being younger,
Mm.
perhaps, and then see what we can get money wise, and
Yeah.
then sell them, and then buy the players that we need for Ruben's system
Right.
to work.
Well, that makes
I'm
We've
just I'm
got
sense.
just
to
gonna
play
say
them
one
now.
I'm just gonna say
Yeah.
one last thing. For the sake of Amorim,
Mm.
he has to. I just pray he wins the Europa League
Yeah.
because that's the only way he's gonna get the money to do what
Yeah,
he wants to do.
Yeah,
exactly.
it's
Because if he
Champions League.
Yeah,
doesn't,
exactly.
Because even
there'll be a backlash of if it comes to October, November, and we're languishing in the middle of the table, the fans will be all over him.
yeah,
Yep.
I
And you'll
agree.
get the sack.
Yep, he needs to win
This
the Europa League. He needs
Have
to.
you
Yep.
started
yeah,
praying,
does win
Kenny?
because that guy Jokeres, the one who's the
What's that?
Sporting Lisbon striker, Jokeres, he
Yeah.
wants to play Champions League football. If we win and get to Champions League, then we could be able to get him to play. We could actually sign him
Do you
from
know?
United.
Do you know
And
what?
Sporting Lisbon said they want
Do
to
you know
stand
what
on
I
his
reckon?
I
way.
still don't think we're gonna be able to afford him.
No, but you know what I
Sporting
reckon?
Lisbon said they want to stand on his
Gyökeres will
way.
say that because that what he's saying by saying Champions League football is that only top clubs should come for me. He doesn't want to go to these lowly clubs. But I think he will come and play for Ruben no matter what.
Hmm.
By
Exactly.
saying
That's
I
what
want
I'm
to
saying.
play
But if we
Champions
win
League,
if we qualify for Champions League, he'll
But
come.
the thing is,
no,
but the thing
no,
is,
I don't think that's
will the club
necessarily
spend the
true.
money to get
I
him
think
though?
he's
That's the thing.
saying that to filter out who comes for him. So he's
Right.
I
saying
agree with Vin.
West
Yeah,
Ham
I
don't
think
come
he'll
for
still
me.
come.
West Ham.
Brighton
Yeah.
don't come for me. He's trying to say I don't want to go for you clubs. Champions League is what I want. So top clubs come for me, but he will come here for Ruben no matter what.
He will come
That's
here
what I
for Ruben,
believe.
but
That's what I believe.
I don't think the club can afford him though.
No, they
We-
said 60, 60
If
is the
they drop
max.
his value to 50, then I think it's affordable.
Because
Man, you guys really don't know
no,
how bad this club is
Sporting
No,
said
we know it's
Sporting told
100 million
him
loss every year. Yeah, we know that.
Sporting told him
No.
last season.
Did you listen to the interview that Sir Ratcliffe
Sir Jim Ratcliffe, yeah,
said that
yeah,
that the club would have completely run out of money by November or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
That tells you a lot. And then remember, I think it was a couple seasons ago. I don't know if you guys remember. There was an interview with what's his name, the former CEO, with fans
Oh, that clown.
at a bar. Richard
Arnold.
Arnold.
Yeah, there was an interview that one of the fans recorded
said the
when
club is
at the bar
broke.
having beer. He says the
Yeah.
club is going broke. The club
Yeah.
is run out of money.
Yeah.
Like he said after was it one summer? He said the next summer or the summer after we're not really good. He even said it, and then Sir Jim is saying it too. I don't think the club really has money like people think we do
We've got to sell.
due to the
That's
Glazers.
the only way. No, we've got to sell players. That's the only way
Yeah.
we're going to buy.
The
Right.
only players that you're gonna get good profit for is Radford, Garnacho, and Kobe. After that, it's a wrap.
Wow.
Tim, you were saying something. Tim, you were about to
I
say
was
something.
saying, Sporting Lisbon did tell Gyökeres, like, as far as he didn't ask for a transfer last summer and didn't ask for January, they won't stop. They won't stop in his way asking for a transfer this summer, and they would not overinflate his price, and they'll take 60 million if a team comes in for him because he's agreed not to ask for a transfer last summer and in this January window, so he will be available in this
Micah,
summer.
stop it. Stop
Who are
that.
you
So
talking about?
Gyökeres, yeah.
Gyökeres, yeah.
So him and Sporting Lisbon already have already made that arrangement. Listen, we won't stop in your way. We appreciate you not trying to leave last season or this January window.
Yeah.
So if United get the cast together, I think we could get that
Mate,
guy. I think that guy's
has
really
to be.
good.
I think that has to be our priority.
Yeah,
We need a
because
goal
we need
scorer
to
up
start
front.
to score goals.
No, that has to be
Rasmus,
the
I'm
number one
sorry, it ain't
position.
working.
It has to be the number one position that we fill. And I wonder if we can send Rasmus there for work experience or something to Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah,
Can we send him for work experience?
I don't even want your careers. I think we've made some.
Oh,
You
you
don't want
looking?
him?
You want your Osimhen?
Who do
Osimhen
you
for
want?
me.
Nah,
Osimhen,
Osimhen's going to be how much? 100 million?
no.
dude,
I
man,
don't.
let's get him on a loan. Let's get him
Did
on loan
No, I
like
don't think Osimhen
Galatasaray
is
did.
going
isn't
to
he
work in the
difficult to
Premier
manage
League.
though? I'm hearing he's very difficult to manage. He's
No, but
quite
this guy is the
he
new
flies
day,
off the handle.
He's a new age Drogba. This guy,
No,
I'm
yeah,
telling you,
no,
He's
no,
a
no.
new
Listen,
age what?
listen. Premier League
Drogba,
is,
Didier
you see,
Drogba.
you got
Drug
to look at
baron.
it like Osimhen came from Italy. The league is slower. Premier League is so fast, bro.
Yeah, but this guy is physical. He's physical.
It don't. Lukaku was
He's good in
physical.
the air.
Lukaku was physical, good in the air.
So
Yeah, but he came
you
to
know,
Spurs. You know what he did to Spurs in the Europa? Remember the season before last when he bullied Spurs? They couldn't hack him.
check this
Remember?
out though. Yeah, check this out. Victor Osimhen to Man United transfer agreement price tag 86 million pounds. How are you even going to come up with that money?
Yeah, but we can do a deal with Rasmus.
Rasmus
And
will give you
Napoli,
maybe
What
Rasmus
kind
might
of
give us
deal you
like
gonna deal with Rasmus?
two
yeah,
million
but
pounds for Rasmus.
Napoli won Garnacho. So Napoli won Garnacho. There's a deal to be done there. You know, maybe Garnacho plus 20 million. I don't know.
Garnacho plus Rasmus plus Mason Mount
no, no,
plus 50 million
no.
No,
Mason Mount. Yeah.
plus Luke Shaw.
Mason. Oh God.
No, I think for me, Osimhen, man, that's the guy. Because this Gyökeres used to play
Yeah,
for
for
Coventry.
me, it's Osimhen too.
We-
Osimhen's my
I'll
guy.
take
okay, let
Gyökeres
me.
because Gyökeres
Yeah,
already understands the Amarin system.
yeah,
All
he
right, Tim,
does.
let
All
me
you
He
ask
guys are
you.
does.
seeing is just
And he's
a
got
My
guy who
great
is
first,
work
That's
rate.
physical.
Sporting, though.
my,
What league is
my
tougher, Sporting or Italy?
yeah,
It's Italy. The Italian league is a lot tougher than Sporting.
m-
Did you know
yeah.
about
Yeah, tougher,
Gyökeres
but
when he was
this
at
is
Coventry?
slower pace. It's a slower pace.
My first
Yeah, but
choice
this,
is Osimhen.
yeah,
That's
Yeah,
because
that's my first choice.
86
Did
first
you
million
know
ain't
choice
gonna
did you
hack
know
is
it.
Osimhen.
Gyökeres at Coventry? Who knew about Gyökeres when he was at Coventry? No one.
Thames.
But
Thames, where are we going to get the 86 million from?
No one. But
I don't think it's gonna be 86 million for
That's the price. That's the
Osimhen
That's
price
the
though.
quoted at the
price. That's the
moment.
price.
17
And
hours
Napoli
ago.
want.
17
I
hours
actually
ago.
heard
That's
it
the
was
price
less than
quoted.
that. I
Yeah.
actually heard it was less than that though. I heard it
fam,
was
look
way
at
less
this.
than that.
Napoli won Garnacho, right? We do a
Yeah.
deal with Garnacho, 60 million plus 30 million for I don't know, 26 million on top for Osimhen. He's guaranteed 20 league goals. This guy, it's a no-brainer.
How
He
old is
Oh
can
Yep.
he?
make
God, you
chances
guys
for
will be so
himself.
surprised.
Osimhen's 26.
He's the same age as
Get,
Gyökeres.
is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, a few months younger
I
actually,
think
maybe 6 months
I think
younger.
Goycrest is actually older.
Yeah,
Is older.
Gyökeres maybe yeah. He will
Let's have
guarantee.
a
He
look.
creates chances for himself. He's
Gyökeres
good
is
Yeah.
in
also
the air,
26.
left
Yeah.
foot, right foot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bullies
For me,
defenders.
Osimhen
Gyökeres is
Osimhen
Gyökeres
is
is more prolific than Osimhen.
Osimhen,
Oh,
When Osimhen, I
if you
watched
talk about
Osimhen play.
like,
I watched Osimhen play for Super Eagles. He struggled
The,
yeah,
most.
but
Yes,
that's
he
Eagle,
get
Super Eagles,
the,
though.
come
That
on,
come
man,
the,
on, man.
look who he's
Super
playing with.
Eagles are
Look at the players he's
shamps.
playing around me. Come on, man, Tim.
okay.
Come
so
on.
All
why
right.
More
why
like
did
super
Napoli
chickens.
The
why did
guy is a
Napoli
beast.
so I got a
Did you
question.
watch? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead, Tim. My bad. I'll
No,
talk
so
after you.
so on the Osimhen topic, right? Why does Napoli want to let him go? They've been trying to offload him for a couple of years now.
because they
What's
I
can't
going on
think
with
it's
sign
that?
because they
I
signed Lukaku. That's why they can't have Lukaku
I
and
think it's an issue.
yeah,
There's someone else going on behind the
the
scenes.
manager. Yeah, the manager.
Yeah.
I
I don't
think
think
he
it's
fell out with
performance
The
him.
related.
manager isn't it?
He
The
fell
ex
out.
Chelsea boss. What's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name again?
I
Uh,
heard there's problems, issues with his behavior.
Uh, uh, um,
Osimhen.
Conte.
Osimhen's, yeah.
Conte.
Conte.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Conte is the Napoli
Yeah.
manager. Aren't they about? They're neck and neck with Inter for the league title.
But I'll tell you, Osimhen is a United fan, though.
Yeah,
Is
it is.
he?
Of course, it is. Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
he's a
He's
United
Really?
all
fan. He's a United fan. He is.
Hmm.
He almost came to us a few years ago, though, when we had Igalo, but Igalo
right.
advised him not to because
Why?
he wouldn't get the opportunity. Igalo said you're gonna be way down the pecking order. Just go somewhere else.
That's not true, though.
No, but that was true though.
At the time,
He wouldn't
yes.
play much at the time. He wouldn't play much. Guarantee he wouldn't play much, and he wouldn't have developed into the player he is today if he came then. I'm glad he didn't come to us, in my opinion.
Hmm.
Any last questions? Any last words before we round up?
Who's going to
Last
replace
words.
Onana? Who's going to replace Onana?
Oh God, no.
Mm.
I don't even think that. I know we're gonna win. I don't even know. Can we even afford to
That
get a
guy needs to
replacement?
go, man. That guy needs to go, bro. But who's gonna buy him though?
That's what I'm saying.
No one's gonna buy Onana.
Send him back to Italy.
Yeah.
No one's gonna pay that money for Onana. We
Good.
paid 15 mil for him, right?
Yeah,
We have to do a warranty claim back to Italy.
back to Italy, man. Still got the receipt.
Warranty.
Still got a receipt.
We still want the warranty. Take it back.
Yeah,
Warranty.
3-year warranty. You could take it back, mate. Nah, mate.
Oh man, that's sad.
Right.
You know,
Let's
clauses like
round
that
up.
need to be in contracts, man.
Ah, man. Right. Let's round up, gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming on today, on
Thank
the
you.
day, on Easter Sunday, that United have yet again lost another home game. It is what it
Yeah.
is. This is who we are. Good big shout out to the UK crew, Vim and Rich. Sorry, Vim and Ken. Sorry, brother.
No
Thank you
worries,
for
no
coming on.
worries.
And the controversial one, thank you very much. Have a nice Easter.
Thank
And
you.
Yeah.
unfortunately, this is game number 15 we've lost in the EPL. And you guys have all decided we're going to lose a few more. We might be 18 or 19. That is going to be terrible, bro. Ooh. Glory, glory.
Man
United.
United.
Man
Have a
United.
nice one, guys. Take care.
Thank you, guys.
Very good.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.